Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye? Seen enough?
How may I help you today, Clyde? All yours. All done?
The bad...
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old hall. Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing out ether like no one's business.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. Doris sent a few... If something ain't...
I won't let that...
Didn't think...
Does Black...
I thought you...
No.
Yeah.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for a lesson?
With Canva in the hands of Akashic.
Don't tell me.
Oh no, I'm working on bringing another. It's got a reverberatory hood over there. Let's just say only mid-trap and
If... Oh, so...
You've got a couple of examples.
Awful. So this smelter is some...
That's right. And what we've collected.
So you want me to...
That's it. But only there's one.
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
Clyde!
And the Akash...
Mostly off to the... Told old Snotty to be ready to seal enough for the villagers to barricade...
Well done.
Welcome. I'd never have guessed, you know. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost, keen to help us...
I am.
Before you can sneak...
Blackthorn.
One of the scouts, unlike my best Zoltan.
Then you're right.
Don't listen.
But they ain't the whole of... Vulcan, he left it to me. Bloody, if someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you're wasting him.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I may be a selfish prick.
What you had to do...
Even if it meant we all...
Enough. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost...
Fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, Clive. Short enough. Still... Give us a much. You, Right you are. Don't want any... Oh, and...
Akashic,
How close?
within sight of the wall. Wash.
Good idea.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. Once the scouts are... No heroic last stands, you hear me?
August. The people here are tough.
I'm going out there. Start work on...
And if they kill you,
You evacuate, and it won't come to that. Take good care of Dravo.
leave it to me. And
All right. Is that it? Apparently not. They're not getting past me. Did I miss?
Man, a lot. As many as I could, he says. The old...
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall.
Good.
In time, yeah.
Sid, enough, but
I'm afraid there's no meaning.
And that's I ate.
that with ether floods springing up will fortify, and I'll see.
All right?
As for you, that's twice you've turned, so...
I shouldn't.
You leaving gave me the perfect excuse. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd have been the death of...
Finally. I hope you see the sense of it eventually.
Alive, Pat. Our work used to be the... Now... It's not about the crop. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of us. I've kept working, honing my Theappridge Castle apprentice has as much passion. Come back to us, Blackthorn. I'll even man those bellows of you.
That's a kind offer. Kind of. There's people who trust them. But that doesn't... Let's see if we can't rekindle.
I'd like...
Just be sure that...
I never...
I say that with...
Even better.
Sid.
And this is...
A token of a... But... Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now, hold on. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. I'll admit your cinders make like the engravings on that thing. And they're not just for...
Have you forgotten what brought you back to... I knew I'd never support between the two of us.
Clive.
As long as he...
Right.
Come back.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of papillon nuts.
We were just about to make...
It's funny. You remember Camille? With the steel, meanwhile, will be... and that whetstone from the outer... And the final flourish...
A teen...
And out. Right.
To the...
Well, bugger.
The sword to...
It's... thank you.
So,
We'll take a we're up.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got...
We reckon...
That's what I was up.
one leg...
Good eye. No more. I never... And if it hadn't been... And if it had... So, what'd it be? Trouble with your gear? Or the Sanctorian, dear? That it? Fine.
Come on.
Faster!
Damn it. The whole village has turned. Where do the stables go? Let's go.
Yeah!
I'll need to deal with these ones first. Pheasant boy. This is it. Right then. Just two more to find.
Faster!
Be safe.
This might take a while.
Why?
Good girl.
Faster!
Enough of you, are there?
Covered in nicks and lumps. The lot.
How was she?
With Canver in the hands of Akashic.
Sir.
Good, thank...
Oh. The Telemon!
She's a beaut.
You saved my beacon again!
It's fun.
Oh, don't say
You could just...
How about that class? And I reckon it's some strap. Sir.
Thank you.
Shh. And I wanted... Can't think maybe one day...
Oh,
Clive! Anything catch your eye?
There were ghosts at the gates, not daisies.
Those things I said before.
My wards and I may...
what's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty...
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders. Not that any of those things still exist.
And what does he want with no...
He wants to transform it, a foundation upon which he's already secured the support of the various army rem.
He would rob the populace.
Believe me, I have used...
What does Captain Phil... When the town was under attack, it was him, the soldier.
How? By speaking out against a man whose stated aim is to revive the Empire Philippe's comrades swore to... The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel. No. Any attempt to... Given the mood around town...
And who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my... For your services to Northreach? You have the respect of the soldiers. And unlike Philippe, no bonds... Well...
I'll see what I...
Thank you.
Tell me that in the garrison.
Oversee.
All right. I may have met this duke before, at the remembrance ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
Halt. Oh, sorry about that. You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. I was hoping I might be able to...
We're under orders not to let any civilians... But you should be all right. Wait here.
So, you are the... And I shall... tell me.
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only...
Ah, you are worried the expanded... Yet you needn't be. pride of place, in fact. But no more. For it is they...
Why, here you are.
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed, which is more than can be said for Oriflamme. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach... with Queen... plans are soon...
I fear... Should they return in force?
The people... If Sandbreck is to be one who's... That is what... So that...
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you would sow the seeds of...
Sabine.
Yes, and I...
Without an empire...
And in yours, there will be... Is that what...
Do not...
I'll come back late. The citizens... I wonder what the people really... Wouldn't it? Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
I got peppers to numb your tongue up.
Just...
Not as enough.
I heard the dame got an icon to rid the meadows and over.
A question. What do you think?
You be... What it...
Why, your stall is...
I've been...
And we're just...
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
There were ghosts at the gates, not days. Those things I said before.
I mean, the thing, innit? You're on the... What do you... This asking?
I left everything.
Oh.
Sabine, you are embarrassing me.
Oh, you're embarrassing yourself.
I do.
Oh, look. What?
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this. Cap.
For you? Thank you. How can I...
And what do you into this month? I as well.
Thank you. Good work. Thanks.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased. That, if nothing else.
Were you...
I will...
Where though they do...
So I think that's...
I've had a thank...
What happened to you?
I handed told them because not pretty, but I'm winning. There's nothing.
All that we thank...
And I've
no.
Wouldn't.
There may be a sign, but and...
come back.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
There's no...
Covered in nicks and lumps.
Where are you?
Can I help you?
I'm looking for Doris.
I'm afraid not. She's my job, actually. When she heard what the mission...
Did she?
Following... Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about...
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were... I'll go and find her.
If she's not moved on already.
Why would Doris... Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
I've got greens of all shapes and sizes. Colours too. Mostly green, though. Just because the heavens have gone to Rackaroon, it don't mean we have to.
The world seems to be changing so fast lately I can hardly keep up. But what I do know is that there's more bad...
Want to know how to tell if the world's going to rack and ruin? Look for busy blades.
Nearly done.
It's been a pleasure.
I'll give your...
How goes the... You?
Of course, she's...
That was... So...
It seems after she's...
Then I'll take...
The bow...
Come on. Good. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming.
Back to civilization.
With all haste. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more? Oh, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try. So much for you.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I surrender.
Sid!
Ah, Doris. You know, but casting your lot with this
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have... This woman, my former master, she raised me like a daughter.
It wasn't all terrible. You were always so eager, but you... How about it?
I never swore my blade to liberate the farewell.
You always... Perhaps that's the reason...
What do you want to do?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be, and she no longer has friends in high places. The dame does, though. Her connection...
All right.
I am.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put...
Welcome back, Doris is...
With any luck, they'll be Owen, your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sunbreak. Went quietly, or so we're told. And she won't be economy easy.
I'm sure it will.
Hope so. Anyway.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
How are you feeling?
But not nearly as... Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body's...
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary... Yet still, the king could have ended me at any moment. But instead...
Yeah.
Oh, it was only one man established his dominance that... I'm sorry, brother. It's just... I have never felt so powerless. And perhaps... perhaps the prince feels...
What is this place?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand, then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Farewell, Phoenix. It would seem that I owe you my wings. Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you coming!
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
I'll still say it were a compliment.
Ah, Clark, please tell me you've come to take our young
I'm not here for mid.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of...
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, and we're going to need it.
Preferably one that won't seem a ship blimmed.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resist? Very little is known of Ash. And the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't?
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splint.
All right. If it will get you, but interrupt me, and it's... Barnabas Tham, the one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canva's streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped. And Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, mate?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
What's happened? Constant game.
Ah, Clive. You'll be pleased to...
That is good.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala, but I still have much and more to prepare. You couldn't do me a quick...
What is it this?
Nothing like... I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long... Find out exactly...
All right.
Thanks, Clive.
Don't blame yourself, El. I know, no, but...
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from the talks with the Republican. They've reached an agreement, though prices have fallen of late. We deliberately offered it, but the consortium offered double what we did, and the army
And you had no opportunity to make...
None at all.
El? I saw Von...
And with good...
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking to about the... How did the consortium...
It's not so surprising. This isn't over. The consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually. And I'm going to...
Alone?
Are you offering to... How kind. Meet me at the... You go to... Even if someone needs to...
Oh, and that... Well, for a meeting... She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She means to stay with us then.
You have to trust.
You're right. And if El's off... So I bid you... I'll gather my men. You go to Randall.
I'll do my best. All right. Randalar, then. And I'll keep Eloise waiting.
Who needs a porter when it's...
What I wouldn't give for a hot...
This is the end of the road.
When are they gonna let us through?
Let's go. Hobadinki, did you arrange to speak with the
Here they are.
You wish to consult?
I did. It's about the bearers. We had all but finished making arrangements.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an... It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. And so we...
I did not. But what is done is done.
Alas, we rarely the bearers, but...
Who is your
A trader, a most demanding fellow. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed. That's what you get when you deal with...
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the cultural... They pay good money for bearers, not fit for the knacker's yard.
That does sound no matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be... And with it, my
associates will...
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. He was right. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to... Their representative hinted at a possible... I feigned interest as soon as...
So you...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposals. I was a fool to...
You tried.
I did. But they deserved... I wanted...
Eloise! What? A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they need help.
Theo!
I'll go on it.
Thank you. I'll gather some men.
Hold on, Theo. Run like the wind. I can walk from here.
What's the situation?
Where's the...
Upriver! He led the dragon that way to keep... We just have...
I can do better.
These creatures have already turned.
Find how.
I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. Doesn't have to be easy. Too slow.
Farewell.
Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for...
We have to get you out of here. I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream. Theodore! Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you! Elle. Theodore. Take care of my sister. Theodore, wait. Goodbye, Elle.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. His first instinct was always to protect people.
And now he's gone because I sent him to...
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own.
He never could come to terms.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever...
We grew up in Canva, and I was chosen to inherit the family. I had my father's head for figures, you see. A late bloomer. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into that before they could.
Theo told me something. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing, but he said you deserved a better life than this. Just as you freed him from...
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed and devoted myself to the... But I have never... Being with my brother meant more to me than... I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night, and the choice I made, and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heart. He was never a burden. If anything...
You weren't, Eloise. That he had always been grateful to you for saving, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. It was so weak. Oh, Theo. I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be, bringing smiles to people's faces, just like we always have. And to Theo's, wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen. The life I will always choose.
I've made a choice to continue helping you, Hope.
Thank you. Let's go.
Lord Rossfield, is there aught the Undying might assist?
Perhaps. My brother said that you're all... Have you learned anything of note since...
Little and less.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner.
Fallen ruins, I take it.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnant, as if protecting the
secrets we'd see.
Should our methods be... Mayhap it would please you to observe some...
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being... Perchance you are familiar with Kretov. A small... I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their... If you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that...
All right.
They will... Might I... It will lead you straight...
Thank you.
I wish...
Straight home now. Oh no. You'll pay for this. There may still be survivors. over. Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader. Fuck. I needed that. Should have stayed in the path. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have a...
Who are you?
Ah, forgive. I did not recognize you. We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, thanks to them, and to you.
You call that? Your brothers might still be alive. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins, a duty of the highest import.
And you think your dead brothers would agree?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the Now, to what do we owe the honor of your...
Cyril told me of your work here.
I see. That is most kind. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for...
Ah.
Yeah.
My thanks. I shall study them.
Cyril, losses which could have been avoided. Were these your...
No. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix.
Even when death is...
My lord, I fear that this is the Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations. And your opinion of our methods, however, we live to serve the Phoenix.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren know, but allow me to offer you a word of it. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers provide your survey parties with an escort. That they think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would please.
I thank you if you will permit me to respond. And we of the Undying will, as first shield to the Phoenix, I am sure
I do.
Then we are of the same mind.
Clark? I just wanted to see how the town's been. Since all is absolutely wonderful and firmly at chast.
Are you alone? They're going to...
It's... But if... Speaking of... Maybe a rather worrying one... May there... I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences in presenting, and they have formed what, and they grow more.
We'll fight them, won't we?
Of course, the longer we... Our best by fight, perhaps... Victor, I have him stay... I'll go and...
What's the difference between a lord and a man?
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in?
Ah,
I thought you'd have returned to Cosness by now.
I did. I've developed something of having worked so sentiment.
You're not the...
What?
He asked for my... And he said that you...
Then you've... There are more, but we...
All right.
There's one up.
Leave it with...
Those ne'er-do-wells.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Doc and Fingers! Take his head off!
It's so... Blizzard!
I'd better let...
Sid, where are you? Ah, I...
No, but...
No. Something's happened.
What is it?
The whole town's saying that Lubor...
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let some of the children spotted him, and when Lubor felled him, with a bolt of him and without a crystal.
But that's not...
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who has made a leader of himself.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here.
You're right. And now, I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. Well,
We're sorry, Luke, but we just...
There's nothing to be sorry for. All that matters to me...
Look at him.
All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed up.
Once people make up their minds, it's we need to do something. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind...
You're right.
I'm glad you agree. You make... They... Look.
I'll do... Lubor, I can't
And that...
Why are you taking the bearer's side?
Why do they always have to make such a...
He knew all along that he was...
As the...
The townsfolk have made their minds up.
Nor I.
You never...
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
This.
But...
We'll talk some...
No, and your... But Rosina would... That's yours, rather, but I do... And so... And now, I must embrace my new role of villain, so that the... For only...
Oh, no, we'll be... I'll believe it. And so, I forget.
You sure you're making...
Of those available to me? Ah. Right then.
If there's anything
I'll...
Clyde, I'd like you to take some seeds for planting. Thought it was about... I'll keep providing them with... But if these pools going to... As of those, they've lived their whole lives in small wonder. And if you're once or Wade's putting a brave face on it...
All right.
Thanks, there. That should be enough to keep them in Gazal Greens.
Gazal Green?
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. Better that than... And chocobos, they ain't exact...
I'll take it.
Anyway, I'll go up...
I'm sure you...
Ah, what brings you...
A delivery.
These... Martha's keen to cut the... I jest, of course, but they'd long since gone to...
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearer, so that they'll be able to...
That's not... These bearers had only recently escaped their bond. They know little of freedom. Unless we teach them how to live like free men. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far. It's about time we all started to provide for us. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy.
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, so...
Time it all. Gather the men in the square. Send...
Yes, sir.
The Horde.
A Kashek. A veritable legion of them. We don't...
Now you're out of...
Precisely.
What if you could call on reinforcements from East...
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they...
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village, though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians. What help they are able...
You're right. I will... My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was number...
Thanks to you.
Hey.
Lord Ross...
So what's the...
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither by coordinate with luck. That point will... And for you and...
A sound plan. I'd say you have both in abundance away, please.
Ha!
Sir Wade!
Then you know what you... We work together. Each shoot for Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do...
Right, you...
The calm before the... And here it comes. I will not let this village fall.
Arise!
Looks like that's...
Lord Rossfield!
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic code.
Well, the better. Sir Wade.
Hard to say. I could.
No. You stay here too, Sir Wade. I'll go after the... Join me only when...
If you're sure. May the founder...
Fly, Ambrosia.
All right. All right. Back to Eastpool.
Lord Rossfield.
It's dead.
Thank the we were able to arrive. I have guardians posted around the... I hesitate to say...
I think it might...
We saved it. Thank you.
No, you brought us...
We never but now.
But there's... And we... This is... Delco.
This...
They're not Slate.
No, your father took pity on the... And I believe if he...
I believe you.
I shall remain... After all...
I think... But you should be I'll have to pull my weight. Speaking of which...
Can we continue?
Of course, as Rose...
Indeed.
And Clark, I ain't paid you for delivery.
All right.
Lord Rossfield. Clearing the goblins from... There's one. Since that day, there have been more when the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor. But every time, I would think to be a know that whatever trials...
So wait, you have always been... I know that East... And indeed, all of...
Thank you. I know the rest of the...
The here, it's lucky. Not only did my seeds get...
I just did...
And its own. Take it.
Thank you.
So, and a home to free...
Well, it was your...
I know that. Though I suppose the rest... You know, bearers living free like that. Loath as I am.
I take it you didn't know...
Well, if you really want to know, In fact, that's how I met him. He showed up at the stables one day, asking Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running at me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. Got right under my skin, it did. And do you know what he did? And then I did the same.
And you what?
Well, we just like your...
Indeed, but the loftier one's ambit, which is why...
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, good thing we've got... It's almost... Anyway, better get back to work. At least the folk...
That sounds...
Covered in nicks and lumps.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts? All yours. All done?
Please, Your Grace. My Lord Marquis.
Yote, is anything...
My lord, yeah. It's your brother, though he does his best to hide it.
I had feared.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted.
But
His Grace's case is severe. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility, and thankfully a recipe was found. And our supplies, unless we can secure more soon. My lord, I know that I haven't...
For Joshua. So...
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor... We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But the search continues for a new...
So it's only that you can't reach it? The stone...
Well...
Then I shall go in your...
But...
You've yet to find another source, correct? Besides, I'm a
Well, stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. I shall remain...
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our stonewort. Yote mentioned blood-red petals. It's over. Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. Right. That should do it.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
Yes, I'm sure it will.
I'm very glad.
You and His Grace, you think only.
No more than you have minding my brother.
But I beg you, my lord.
I'll keep that. Good girl. We're not going to outrun this one. Stay close, Tor. Should have picked on someone your own size.
we've run out of...
Clive. Go on, then. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Finished, are you?
The stew's...
What do I owe the honor? Not saying fortune, do you? Anything else?
I have no reason to assume.
Clive, you must.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima, and what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of...
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the but while I've always known it to be important, it's now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete...
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle? I would think not, but there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm.
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient... And so, you see now why I must accompany...
It would appear the past still... Though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of... To think, I am relieved to...
I shall guard it with my...
Joshua, I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
Mid said I can ride the Enterprise thing.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring detail. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be... So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make... I say we, but... It's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule, as well as slow our march. Only Joshua and a scout.
You bet you are. Might still borrow some of Lady...
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters. If you sense any danger at all...
Inconspicuous is my middle name. The ship ain't going nowhere.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for...
Don't worry. You'll be needing passage.
But if there are no questions...
Let me know when you're leaving.
Of course. Is something wrong?
Not at all, honestly. Can't. Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things...
I'll hold you.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it. Always wanted to visit Ash.
We're in Waluda territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
This place is as dead as Grieger's ghost. I knew I smelled something.
I see only orbs in a cache here.
Let's hope the villagers will be out in time. hell are the Royalists?
Seems you were right about that welcome after all, Clive.
Has the whole of Ash fallen into Ultima's hands?
That's no peace delegation. We should send a warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests. Our mark is Drake's Spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stone here.
Aye, you never know. It might not be a nest of slabbering monsters.
Clive, you must go on ahead without me. This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate, perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets, and if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
I always do. Mostly.
You sure about this?
About leaving my brother on his own? Of course. Mostly.
Lady Vivian's map is so old it's hard to tell which way is up. But if I'm right, we're not far from a village called Aistla.
Then we make our way there, resupply, and wait for Joshua.
Ugh, this place reeks like a Morble's arsehole. Though I'm guessing it's not the smell that'll kill us.
Thanks, Gal.
Bahamut's breath. Don't look down, Torgal. That must be Eastla.
Be safe.
What do you think, Clive?
Then we're too late.
Damn it. They're all turned. There's nothing we can do.
I wouldn't say nothing.
No quarter gap!
No quarter! You think all the villages in Asher like this?
Question for later, Gap. Here they come!
And come, and come, and come.
Ah, Blizzard! Farewell.
I don't want to... Right here, Clive.
And don't! Too slow. It's over!
Gav.
Gav! Don't tell me there's more of the bastards. Oh, fuck.
Have you come to watch, Odin?
Bound for stone here. Good. My master awaits you in the capital, though I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
And how are you going to stop us?
Why, with this!
What did you do?
If the vessel would see the path opened, it has but to ask. I shall see that my master's prize is made presentable.
Shit! No!
Clive, would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened? Oh, you've got to be. How are we supposed to get through that?
We seek an audience with the king. If His Majesty wants me to come and ask him, And that is exactly what I'll do.
Before you go practicing your petition, we don't even know where the fucker went. How about we cool our heads and think this through, eh?
All right.
Maybe there's something here we can use. I thought we got them all.
So did I.
Please, no.
Miss. Whoa. Easy. Easy. We're not turned, all right?
Who? My thanks, kind travelers.
Edda, forgive me for asking, but what went on here?
It all started when the skies changed. The elders said it was the Arche. One by one, people went mad. Minds taken by the ether. Till only I remained. By then, I was too far along to run. And then the nights came. And I didn't know what to do.
And this, Arche is...
Just a story. Something our grandparents told us when we misbehaved. About how the heavens would grow dark before the land took her last breath.
The end of the world. You said the others went mad. But where did they go?
They all left. Drawn east to the tower, to Reverie. The elders, the healer, the blacksmith, my husband.
You thinking he did this?
Of course. Who else could it be? You were in Canva. You saw what he did to the people.
But then what about her? How come her nut hasn't cracked?
The baby, perhaps? Could be protecting her from the ether. I can't think of any other explanation.
You mean... it's a bearer?
It won't matter what it is once Ultima's magic takes hold. Time's running out. This tower. That's where we'll find the king.
I knew it. It's the same as Phoenix Gate. Which means at the end of these stairs should be... The mural is complete. Ultima and this vessel, Ffxvi. Garuda, Ramu, Shiva, Titan, Bahamut, Odin. Even Leviathan the Lost is here. But where is the Phoenix? By the Founder. So that's what you want, isn't it, Ultima?
So that's how it's gonna be then?
I'm not asking, Gav. I need you to stay with Edda.
What?
I must do this alone. If I don't return, you're to find Joshua and make for the Enterprise. Understood?
Aye. Just don't you go dying on me. Sid's name suits your miserable mug better than mine.
Don't worry. I haven't finished with it yet.
If Barnabas is controlling the Akashic, then wherever he goes, they'll follow. And so will I. Come on. Run like the wind.
This is it, boy.